This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
So Coach Myers has gone to the bullpen for the second time in the game, and he'll hand the baseball to left-hander Cole Torbett.
Cole Torbett making his 16th appearance, 13th in relief. He's thrown 29 in the third innings, giving up 29 runs, 20 of them earned on 33 hits. 17 walks, 23 strikeouts, a 6.14 ERA, a 1-3 record. And he's got, 2 runners on base?
First and second with 2 outs. Left-handed hitter Blackman coming up. As Torbett takes his warm-up tosses, he started one of the games last year down in Texas. In fact, he started the first game and lasted 3 1/3 innings, gave up 3 runs on 6 hits before he was taken out, and Sam Houston won that game 4-3.
Mbembo, inning in 2/3, 2 hits, a walk, a strikeout. He's allowed 1 run, and runners on the at first and second belong to him.
So here's Blackman stepping in, lefty-lefty matchup. Runners first and second. The pitch right back to the mound. Torbett's got it, takes his time, tosses to first. 1 pitch, and the inning is over. That's the way to get it done.
That's it.
So in the 5th, 1 run on 2 hits. The run on the solo home run by Autry, and 2 men left on base.
There was an error.
We'll go to the, yes, 1 error in the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th inning, halfway home in this game. Sam Houston 4, Middle Tennessee 3 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
We take this game to the bottom of the 5th inning. Sam Houston leading by a score of 4-3. Raiders got out to a 3-0 lead after 2 innings, but Bearcats came back, tied it up in the 3rd, and then went ahead on a solo home run by Autry in the top of this inning. Here's Von Dolan to lead it off against Ryan Peterson. The right-hander delivers. A strike is called. 0-1. Bondolan has struck out twice against Peterson. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Off speed away.
Check swing, did not go, 1-2. And the right-hander delivers and struck him out swinging.
Off-speed delivery. Had him way out in front.
So that's his fourth strikeout, and 3 of them have been Bondolan. 1 out, the batter is Clay Badalak. Has a double and 2 trips.
They've got the shortstop up the middle.
Strike call to Badalak.
He's maybe 1 step to the third base side of second base.
Yeah, about like the big league shortstops
Yeah.
are able to play. The pitch is low, 1-1.
The second baseman,
He's at the outfield grass.
he's 2-3 steps into the grass in right field.
1-1. Soft pitch inside or in for a strike. 1-2.
That was just a straight change. He's been mostly relying on the fastball and the slider.
And struck him out swinging.
Got him on another changeup.
Back-to-back strikeouts. And that's 5 in the game for Peterson. Well, he's getting better as the game goes along, John.
Yep.
I have to give him credit for that. Had a couple of rough innings. Here's Cale Vinson.
They've got a right-hander starting to warm up in their bullpen.
Cale swings, pops it foul off to the right side. That one's going to be out of play. 1 strike to count.
Say about the only thing that's going to be a problem for Peterson might be his pitch count.
Ground ball left side in the hole, backhanded by Martinez. Throw to first, gets past Autry, and Vincent is safe. I think that might be a base hit.
I think
sure.
you got to give him an infield single on that.
Shortstop had to go deep in the hole and tried to make the long throw.
And that's what it is. Going to be an infield single.
It's hit number 6 for the Raiders.
Wait a second. Did they just give him an error?
Batter is Keaton Ray. No, six hits on the board. That's
okay.
Pitch to Ray is high for ball 1.
Oh, I know where that error came. That was that error they added back in the second inning.
2 outs, runner at first. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch in for a strike, 1-1. Runner short lead the pitch. Swile fouled out a play down the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ray. Keaton is 0 for 2 today.
Peterson up to 85 pitches. 86 pitches.
Swinging a foul back to the backstop. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes to the Blue Raider left fielder, Keaton Ray. Pitch is swung on and missed, and he has struck out the side. That is all in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit. 1 man left on base. So we are through 5. It is Sam Houston 4, Middle Tennessee 3. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Well, our crack grounds crew is out dragging the infield here before we start the 6th inning. Cole Torbett came in the 5th through 1 pitch and got the 3rd out, so he will start with a fresh inning here in the 6th. Let's see, John, I've got some May the 10th stuff for you here.
Okay.
1967, May the 10th in the 8th inning, batting against Jim Bunning of the Phillies. Hank Aaron hits a ball to deep center field and scores ahead of the relay. It will be his only inside the park home run against the number 755 that he hit in his career.
Oh, that's pretty good against Jim Bunning. Was that in Philadelphia?
I don't know. Pitch is high.
That old ballpark in Philadelphia had some strange angles. And an inside the park job, I just don't ever see that happening at old Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. It was way too regular. I saw Aaron hit a few of those. Never, certainly not that inside the Parker though.
Torbett has run the count to 3-0 against. Is that Blackman? No, it's
should be the pinch hitter.
Nettleman, yeah. 3-0.
Nettleman. Nottleman, whatever. Yes. I saw Aaron hit one in St. Louis, very first Major League game I ever saw. Hit it off of Bob Gibson.
And he threw that one to the backstop, so that's ball 4. Aaron had some words of advice to a rookie one year coming up after he had been in the league a few years. He said, and Gibson was pitching for the Cardinals that day. He said, if you happen to hit a home run against Gibson,
duck.
You run around the bases as fast as you can. You do not look at him.
That is right.
You go direct to the dugout.
Uh-huh.
Torbett's pitch is bunted foul, strike 1 by Dean.
I saw Aaron hit 613 and 614. Which was kind of a landmark since that put him 100 away from Babe Ruth. Hit those against Cincinnati in Atlanta.
1 strike to count to Dean. And Torbett throws to first. Nottleman, who drew the walk, is the runner over there. Pitched to the plate, showed bunt, but took it outside. 1-1 to Dean. Dean has walked and scored. That came in the 3rd inning and has flied out to center. It was a rather deep fly ball, as I recall.
Oh, that was the one that had Heston Snyder up against the wall.
Yeah. Showed bunt again. The pitch is outside. Ball 2, 2-1.
Dick, I'm looking out our window and out to the west. It looks like things are breaking up a little bit. Certainly out. The problem, unfortunately, is to the south of us.
And the pitch to the plate, butted, but popped foul back to the screen. It's 2-2.
And so the radar says that we're going to have some rain from that system to the south of us in about 40 minutes.
Well, we got to do something to delay that.
We sure do. Like speed up this ball game.
Yeah, that would help. Throw to first, runner back.
That's how you avoid those things. Start throwing strikes and getting outs.
Pitch to the plate. Strike three call. Felt the outside corner. And that is out number one. Strikeout number one for Cole Torbett. And with one out, the batter is Brady Christensen. He'll be up for the fourth time. He has struck out twice and singled, 1 for 3. Big, tall, left-handed batter against the left-hander Torbett. Pitches a strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Throw to first, runner back. Think we could eliminate some of those throws to first, John? There's another one. The runner's not a foot or two off the bag over there. Long look by Torbett. The pitch to the plate is high and inside, ball one.
Yeah,
One
Torbett needs to concentrate on getting this batter out, not worrying about that runner at first base.
I'd say that's good advice. Shall I relay that to somebody? Foul outside the bag at first, strike two.
Hayden Miller, nice pickup on that foul ball. Toss the ball into the dugout. We do it over again.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Torbett, a very long look, and the pitch hit out into left field. Keaton Ray moving back near the warning track. He'll take it in for out number 2. So 2 down, and the batter will be Blake Brown.
Second baseman number 1, Blake Brown.
Brown 1 for 3, had a single and scored in the 3rd inning. Nodelman with the leadoff walk as the runner at first. There are 2 outs. Pitch to the plate, low and inside, ball 1 to Brown. He'll put the ball in play. If you give him anything close, the pitch. That one missed inside, ball 2.
Bryant Baranek throwing now in the Raider bullpen.
Two balls, no strikes. Ground foul past third. Count goes to 2-1. Nice to see the concession stand doing a booming business today.
Let's see, right below is what, big pretzel with cheese, nachos.
There you go. Yeah.
2-1
2-1 the pitch. pitch. That one caught the inside corner, 2-2.
Good pitch.
Torbett, the left-hander from Johnson City, Tennessee, with a 2-2 pitch. And struck him out swinging. Ground out on strikes, and the inning is over. So a leadoff walk does not hurt this time. No runs, no hits, and one left. And we will go to the bottom half of the sixth inning. It is Sam Houston 4, Middle Tennessee 3 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we will start the sixth inning with a pitching change. First, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
And the new pitcher is the right-hander Cole Marthaljani.
And he is the brother of the young man that caught yesterday. Marthaljani is primarily a reliever. He's this will be his 19th appearance, all but 3 of them in relief. Get you the rest of the numbers here in a second.
He'll pitch to Hayden Miller, and the first pitch is ball 1.
Marthaljani has thrown 31 in the third innings, given up 31 runs, 21 of them earned on 42 hits, 19 walks, 21 strikeouts, a 6.03 ERA, 2-2 record, no saves, and opponents hitting .318 against Marthaljani.
Count 1-1 to Miller after he fouls off a pitch. And the right-hander delivers, and a swing and a foul, 1-2.
You know, I think I commented that these uniforms look a little bit like San Francisco, but more I look at them, they're almost like the old Oriole, the old Baltimore road uniforms.
Pitch is outside, 2-2. And the pitch to the plate is swung on and missed. Miller strikes out swinging. So the Sam Houston pitchers have struck out the last 4 Blue Raiders to make it out, as Peterson struck out the side in the 5th inning. Gave up a hit in there, but now with 1 out, Cooper Clapp will step in and takes the first pitch for ball 1. Had an infield hit in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. Bouncing ball right side. First baseman goes for it. Throws to the pitcher covering, and they make the play. First baseman to the pitcher covering for out number 2, and now Eston Snyder will come in. He has 2 hits and 3 trips.
Did you notice how careful Marshall Johnny was to make sure he touched the first base?
Yeah, that's part of the drill. Make sure you touch the base. The pitch. Snyder takes a strike called. Sam Houston leading 4-3, and the next pitch is outside, 1-1.
That right-hander that was throwing in the Raider bullpen, Brannick, is taking a seat.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
Oh, boy, I had him way out in front of a changeup. That might have been a slider rather than a straight change.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count, and a foul out of play to the right.
Came back with a fastball. His pitch selection looks a lot like what we were seeing from Ryan Peterson for the first 5 innings of this ball game.
Pitch is outside, ball 2. 2-2 to Snyder, the senior, from Franklin.
Let's see if the catcher doesn't set up down and away. Yeah, there he goes. Here comes the slider.
Way outside, ball 3.
Actually, he threw a fastball.
3-2.
Missed his spot.
So the count is full to Eston Snyder. Base is empty, 2 outs. And he took ball 4 low. That's a good at bat for Snyder. Got behind in the count, worked it full, and will draw a base on balls. Only the second walk allowed by Sam Houston pitchers in this game. And the batter is Brett Rogers with Snyder at first. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go sometime during this at bat. Raiders will try to get somebody into scoring position. And Snyder's second in the league in stolen bases with 22. So he's just got to watch the pitcher and try to get his timing right. Not going here, and the pitch bounced out of the catcher's mitt. That would have been a good one to run on, wouldn't it?
It would have.
Had you known that beforehand.
But you don't.
1 ball, no strikes. Right-hander with the pitch, not going, and outside, ball 2.
Now, this is a good running count. 2-0, 2-1.
Marshall Johnny ready to work. It's not going. Line to left field. That is going to drop for a base hit. Snyder's on his way to third. The throw will come back to second. And Rogers singles to left.
That's what speed does for you. Moves that runner first to third on the base hit.
So now Tyler Minnick will bat with 2 men on and 2 outs. First hit off the reliever, Marshall Johnny. Minnick with a 2-run homer in the first inning and an RBI ground out in the second. Has driven in all 3 runs for the Raiders. He's got a chance to drive in another one here. The pitch to the plate. In the hole, a base hit to left, and the Raiders have tied it at 4. First pitch to Minnick. Drove it past the shortstop into left field. Snyder comes in to score. Rogers stopped at second, and Minnick, with his 4th RBI of the game, ties this game at 4 runs apiece.
That gets Minix. Well, he had already gotten it back up above 300 yesterday.
Here's Von Dolan. Pitch is low and outside, ball one. They'll try to pitch him the same way, but I'm sure he's glad to see another pitcher out there besides Peterson, who's struck him out 3 times. Bartheljotti with the pitch, and it is a strike called, 1-1. Off-speed pitch. Rogers at second. Minnick at first. One ball, one strike. Dolan takes it. Ooh. Called a strike inside.
We both saw that as a ball up and in.
Count goes to 1-2.
Setting up away.
Runners go, and a bouncing foul over by the Blue Raider on deck circle.
Playing hit and run.
Well, the runner at second took off. I don't think Minnick he was dragging to see what the runner at second was going to do, I think. Count holds at 1-2.
Just spoiled that.
Swinging a foul out of play. Rogers was not going on that pitch.
Base hit puts the Raiders back in the lead, probably.
And the pitch to Von Dolan, and he hit a deep ball, but foul.
Way foul. It's over close to the football stadium.
Turned on that one.
He sure did.
Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes.
That's out on the plaza in front of Gate 4 at the Floyd Stadium.
Now the pitcher steps off the rubber. Rogers gets back closer to second base. And now we're ready. The pitch. And stayed alive, fouled it back to the backstop.
Came in off speed and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Throwing the fastball middle in.
Bartheljotti, the right-hander with the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-2.
The only way that would have gone middle in, it was the fastball, but that would have been a huge mistake. They had him set. They were set up away.
And now a 2-2 pitch is swung on and fouled back. Just got a piece of it. Count holds at 2-2. 2 on, 2 out in the 6th, and a 4-4 game.
That one got a little bit of the catcher. Easton Dean, home plate umpire Travis Godek. Well, you can't wipe the dust off home plate since there is no dirt. But
the pitch, line drive to right field. It's down. It's fair. Run will score. Minnick goes to third. Throw comes back in, and the Raiders take the lead, 5-4. Brett Von Dolan.
What a nice piece of hitting, Dick. Went opposite field, just kind of, would you say that's a Texas leaguer? Just kind of looped it into right field. Didn't get much past the infield, but deep enough to score that runner, and far enough to that the right fielder was not going to field it easily. Had to come a long way to get it.
Hit number 3, run number 2 off Bartheljotti. And now the Raiders lead 5-4. Runners first and third. Batter is Clay Badalak. Takes the pitch outside, ball 1. Von Dolan, who had struck out his first 3 times at bat against the starter Peterson.
What a great at bat.
And fouled off a number of pitches before he put that one in play. There's ball 2 outside, 2-0.
And this enough to get a right-hander throwing in the Bearcat bullpen.
2 balls, no strikes to Badalak. And Clay hits it to short. Martinez scoops, throws to first, too high and safe, and another run is in. Minnick crosses home plate. And you're going to have to charge an error on that throw, I believe, John.
I think so. Let's see if they...
Martinez was shading towards second base, so he had to come back to his right for that ball, which was hit.
I don't think he was going to throw him out, though.
We'll have a visit to the mound. Minnick came in to score.
They're giving Badalak an infield single.
All right, that'll be a run batted in. Dolan down to second, and the Raiders now lead it by a score of 6-4. That's the 4th hit in the inning, and the 3rd run off Marthel-Johnny. And we're going to have a pitching change. New pitcher coming in from the bullpen for the Bearcats. We'll take a break, tell you about him when we come back on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
The new pitcher for the Bearcats is Tate Hickman. He is a freshman, 6'4", 200 pounds from Chester, Texas, and he will inherit 2 runners on base with 2 outs.
He is making his 16th appearance, 14th in relief. He's thrown 24 in the 3rd innings, given up 25 runs, 22 of them earned on 26 hits, 21 walks, 24 strikeouts, an 8.14 ERA, no decisions, 1 save. Opponent's hitting .274 against Hickman.
So Marthel-Johnny got the first 2 outs in the inning, John. All of this has happened with 2 outs. And probably because Eston Snyder had a great at bat and drew a walk to get things started. There's a swinging strike to Cale Vincent. Cale had an infield hit in the 5th. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Raiders leading now 6-4. The pitch is taken high for ball 1. 1-1. Vincent is the 8th man to bat in the inning, and all of this has happened after 2 were out.
Well, it's about time. A little bit of turnaround fair play, seems to me.
Pitch is swung on, hit in the gap in left center field.
Oh.
And that one is caught by Sam Lee, the left fielder, on the move into left center. Vincent got a lot of that baseball, but Lee was able to run it down. So that is all in the 6th. The Raiders send 8 to the plate, score 3. 3 runs on 4 hits, and 2 men left on base. So they always put that picture up right when I'm going to give the totals, John, so I have to add them up in my head.
All right.
6 runs, 5, 6, 10 hits and 1 error for the Raiders, and for Sam Houston, 4 runs, 7 hits, and they have committed 1 error. The Raiders lead it by a score of 6-4 as we go to the 7th inning on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the 7th inning. Raiders leading 6-4 as Cole Torbett will work to Jace Martinez, the shortstop, or to Hunter Autry, rather. Martinez would be next. First pitch is outside for ball 1. And now Autry takes a strike, 1-1. He had a long home run in the 5th inning to put them ahead 4-3. The Raiders have just retaken the lead at 6-4. And the pitch is in at the knees for a strike, 1-2. Martinez next, and then Frandon. 3, 4, 5 hitters here in the 7th. Torbett with a pitch, just a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch to the plate, and a little tap to the right side. It's going to be fair, and Torbett cannot come up with it. That's going to be an infield hit, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he would have been able to get him at first had he come up with that ball. That was just a slow roller down the first baseline, and Miller really couldn't leave his post to try and get it because somebody had to cover first base. So a runner at first with no outs. And the batter, Martinez. Torbett with the pitch, and a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. So Autry hits about a 380-foot home run and then about a 70-foot infield hit. 1 strike to count to Martinez. Throw to first, runner back. Autry's a big guy over there, but he does have 14 stolen bases on the season, so you got to keep an eye on him. Pitch is a bit high to Martinez, ball 1. Just had a visit from one of our former Blue Raider players, Grant Box. Stopped by to say hello. The pitch swung on, fouled out of play. Grant now in the insurance business in Nashville. So if you folks down there need a little insurance, call Grant. That's a free plug, by the way. 1-2 the count. Torbett throws to first, runner back.
Wasn't his aunt the one that brought us the saltwater taffy from Salt Lake City?
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Torbett out of the stretch, and the pitch is check swing. They appeal, but he did not go. 2-2 to Martinez. Raiders leading 6-4, and we're in the seventh. Infield double play depth. There is a strike called, and Martinez will sit down. He was fooled on that pitch. That is out number one in the seventh. Torbett picks up his third strikeout.
Well, this is timing out just about right. I've been collecting all the scores from around the league so that we can do a scoreboard update in the bottom of this inning.
Ryan Brandon, who has 2 hits in the game, a single and a double, and is hit into a double play, will stand in, takes the pitch outside, ball 1. Double play is still in order with 1 out and a runner at first. Throw over there, runner back. Final home game of the season tomorrow, Mother's Day. Do Mom a favor. Get her out of the kitchen. Bring her out here and buy her a hot dog.
There you go.
Here's the pitch. That's a strike at the knees. 1-1. One on, 1 out, top of the seventh. The pitch fouled out of play, left side. Count will go to 1-2. Brandon batting with Lee on deck. And the Raiders leading 6-4. We're in the top of the seventh inning. Torbett with the pitch, outside, 2-2. And the pitch. Fouled over by the Blue Raider on deck circle. Count holding at 2-2. Raiders got 2 runs in the first inning, 1 in the third, take a 3-0 lead, but Sam Houston tied it with 3 in the third and then went ahead 4-3 on Autry's solo home run in the fifth. And there's a ball. You're going to dump it into left center for a base hit. Runners coming to third. Throw will be coming in, and everybody's safe. Runners will be at first and third with 1 out. Brandon has had a very good day at the plate. 2 singles and a double.
Did ground into a double play.
So with two runners on and 1 out, the batter is Lee. Has a single in 3 trips. Hit the ball twice to Badalak at third and hits this one in the air to center field. The runner at third will tag. Snyder comes in. The throw to the plate is cut off, and it's now a 6-5 game. Autry comes in to score after the catch. So give Lee an RBI on a sacrifice fly to center. That's out number 2. And the runner, Brandon, stayed at first base. So he's there with 2 outs, and the batter is Blackman.
Brannick back up and throwing in the Raider bullpen.
That's first run allowed by Torbett. There's a strike on the first pitch to Blackman. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. That's going to be a foul ball down the left side. Everybody on a long run. Nobody can get it. That is very near the bullpen wall.
Battle act. Clap, Ray, all three of them came up about a step and a half short of that foul ball.
Count now 2 strikes to Blackman. Six to 5, the Raiders lead. Torbert with a 2-strike pitch. Misses outside. The runner goes. Throw goes into center field. Might have a play at third. He's not going to third. They throw back to second. Snyder threw back to second, and Frandon was able to get back in there. So I guess that's a stolen base, is it, John?
I think that's the way that they'll call that. Let me check.
When the throw went into center field, the runner turned, and his first reaction was to go to third, but Snyder was in quickly to pick it up, and
he'd have nailed him.
Yeah, threw back to second, almost got him there. So 1-2, ground ball to the right side. Miller's got it 2 steps from first base, tags the bag, and that is all in the 7th inning. But the Bearcats come up with 1 run on 2 hits and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Middle Tennessee 6, Sam Houston 5. John will have scores of other games when we come back on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Back to Reese Smith Field. This is John Cowell along with my partner Dick Palmer. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Raiders on top 6-5. And while we wait for everybody to be ready, we're going to get scores. And our scores are presented by the Daily News Journal. You can read about all Blue Raider sports in the Daily News Journal. The D&J is Rutherford County's first source for news, sports, and more. So around Conference USA today, Jacksonville State is at home to Louisiana Tech. They are leading Louisiana Tech 3-0 there in the middle of the 8th. Down in Dallas, Kennesaw State on the wrong end of 9-2 score there in the bottom of the 7th. Down in Miami, this is an important one for the Raiders. FIU 6, Liberty 1 there in the bottom of the 4th inning. And just underway out in Las Cruces, Western Kentucky, New Mexico State, they are tied at 1 going to the 2nd inning. And that's the scores brought to you by the Daily News Journal. And that's Tate Hickman still on the mound for Sam Houston. And he'll be facing here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Raiders. He'll be facing Keaton Ray, Hayden Miller, and Cooper Clapp. Raiders up by 1. We need to keep adding on, Dick.
First pitch to Ray is bounced foul outside the bag at first for strike one. Keaton today has struck out, popped out, and hit into a fielder's choice. So he's due for a base hit. Hickman with the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air into center field as Blackman is back. He'll make the catch for out number one. One down in the seventh. Raiders leading 6-5. Hayden Miller has struck out twice and been hit by a pitch. He has scored a run. Fouls this one straight back, strike one.
That rain to the south of us looks like it's about 15 minutes to the south of us. Right now they're just saying light.
Swing and a miss. The count goes to 0-2 on Miller.
Hope folks brought their umbrellas because they may need them here very shortly.
I saw one lady come in with an umbrella. It's the only one I've seen. I'm sure some others are here. The 1-2 bounces up there. It's 2-2.
We need to get some more runs here.
Got that right. There's a strike called, and Miller's rung up for the third time. And that is the first strikeout for Hickman. The batter will be Cooper Clapp with 2 outs, nobody on. And the Raiders started their 6th inning rally with 2 outs and nobody on. So it's not impossible. Swing and a miss, strike one. Cooper 1 out of 3 in the game. Pitch inside, goes all the way to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eston Snyder waiting to hit next.
Right-hander throwing in the Bearcat bullpen.
And that pitch backs him away inside. Ball 2, 2-1.
Brannick had been throwing in the Raider bullpen. He's kind of walking around. I'd say he's ready to go when they call him, but right now he just took a seat.
Swinging a foul back in the catcher's mitt. Now 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, they go into a big shift.
And ball 3 is inside. 3-2 now.
That second the shortstop is playing where a second baseman would normally play. Second baseman way over towards the line, about 4 steps into right field.
And ball 4 is low, and Clapp draws a 2-out walk. And that will bring Eston Snyder to the plate.
Now that's kind of the scenario that got the Raiders going in the 6th inning. After getting a couple of outs, in that inning, it all started with a walk. That was Eston Snyder that walked.
Now he's up there now with the runner at first.
Yeah. So you've got good speed on the bases. You got good speed at the plate.
Hickman with the pitch, inside ball 1 to Snyder. Eston up for the 5th time in the game.
2 for 3 with a walk.
Pitch is high, ball 2, 2-0. Raiders leading 6-5. We are in the the bottom half of the 7th inning. There's a strike called. It's 2-1 to Snyder. Hickman, the freshman, third pitcher for the Bearcats, and a ball hit deep to left field. Left fielder's back looking up, and that one is gone. That is a home run for Eston Snyder.
That's his 6th on the season, which means that's a career high for the season.
Eston Snyder putting a little muscle on the ball over the wall, in front of the wall of champions, out in left field, and it's now 8-5, and the Raiders.
That's 2 very, very important runs.
And again, all this started with 2 outs. The batter is Brett Rogers.
Connor Monday is that right-hander throwing in the Bearcat bullpen.
Pitch to Rogers. Outside, the count will go to 1-1. Brett singled in the 6th inning. That helped keep that 7th inning rally going. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now to Brett Rogers. Minnick is on deck. Bases are empty. Ball 3 is inside, 3-1. 2 runs here in the 7th inning. And a bouncing ball to the right side. Second baseman charges. Brown throws and just got him by a step. And that's going to be all in the 7th. But for the Raiders, 2 runs on 1 hit. A 2-run home run for Eston Snyder. Nobody left. And we will go to the 8th inning. Middle Tennessee 8, Sam Houston 5. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Raiders take an 8-5 lead into the 8th inning. Atmos Energy is happy to sponsor the Blue Raiders and fuel homes and businesses in Middle Tennessee with affordable, efficient, and reliable natural gas for today and generations to come. Natural gas, the smart choice for fueling our energy future. Got any finals yet, John?
Yeah, we just got a final from Dallas. Dallas Baptist, 10-run rules, Kennesaw State 12-2, and that's a final.
For Sam Houston, it will be Nottleman to lead it off here in the 8th inning against left-hander Cole Torbett. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1.
Down in Jacksonville, Jacksonville State has added a run against La Tech. They now lead them 4-0 there in the bottom of the 8th.
There's a ball swung on and hit into left field. Snyder's over there. He'll make a running catch in left center for out number 1. And the batter is...
That one had home run distance.
That is not Dean.
No, that is number 10.
Oh, is that Dean?
That is Dean,
oh,
yes.
Okay.
That's again and not looking like a 152 hitter.
Once again, my eyes betray me as I was reading that as number 12, but it's 10.
It is 10. He hit that first pitch a long, long way. Fortunately, it was way, way foul.
1-1. The pitch outside. Ball 2. 2-1.
Corbett needs to remember he's got himself a lead. He's got a 3-run lead here. He just needs to be not so fine, just throw strikes, put the ball in play.
Outside ball 3, 3-1.
And I think that's Baranek up and throwing again. It is.
Torbett's pitch hit into right center. That's a base hit. Rogers will cut it off and will hold him to a single as the throw comes in. So Dean, who has swung the bat pretty good today, freshman, gets a base hit. It's hit number 3 off Torbett. And with 1 out, the batter is the leadoff man, Brady Christensen. He has struck out twice, flied out, and singled, 1 for 4. Pitch is outside, ball 1. The pitch swung on, hit in the air in the left center. That ball's hit a long way. Snyder back. We'll have to play it off the wall. Throw comes in, and we'll have runners at second and third. So that is a double off the wall in left center for Christensen.
Second baseman number 1, Blake.
It's 4th hit off Torbett. And the batter will be Brown. Has a single in 4 trips.
Gary Myers going to the mound, and I think he's going to be making a call to the bullpen. Hadn't made the call yet, but Baranek is ready. He's called for him.
So we'll have a pitching change here with 1 out in the 8th inning. Raiders leading 8-5. The runners on second and third with 1 out. We'll be back to tell you about our new pitcher right after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Right, Baranek out of the Blue Raider bullpen. We'll try to get some outs here in the 8th inning. Raiders leading 8-5.
Well, he needs 2 of them. Brian Branning making his 15th appearance, 12th in relief. He's thrown 26 2/3 innings, giving up 29 runs, 25 of them earned on 36 hits, 15 walks, 20 strikeouts, an 8.44 ERA, a 2-2 record with 1 save.
So Baranek will pitch with runners at second and third and 1 out. Batter will be Blake Brown.
Cole Torbett goes 2 2/3, gives up 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 run so far. But as you said, there are a couple of runners on, runners at second and third that belong to Torbett. And that makes Blake Brown the tying run at the plate.
Has a hit at a single in the third inning. Pitched to the plate. Swung on, bounced foul.
Need a pop-up or a strikeout?
He did strike out in the first and again in the sixth against two different pitchers. And facing the third pitcher in Baranek. Fastball is outside, 1-1. Second and third with one out. Raiders leading 8-5. We are in the eighth inning.
Lights on.
And Baranek's pitch swung on and missed. 1-2.
Yeah, after throwing him that 90-mile-an-hour fastball, he comes back with the breaking ball at 76.
A ball and two strikes to Brown. Outside, ball two. Try to get him to chase. And it's 2-2.
I think he just needs to throw him a strike. Throw him a strike. See what happens.
2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three.
That's what happens when you throw the strike and see what happens.
That is out number two in the inning. And the batter will be Autry, and you got to be careful with this big guy. He is swinging a good bat. He's got two hits, single and a home run, has walked and struck out. Autry, the first baseman. Baranek's pitch just missed the knees, ball one. Ground foul, pass first. Count will go to 1-1. This has been a seesaw ball game. Raiders have been up, down, back up again, trying to stay there. The pitch is inside, 2-1 to Autry. Pitch just missed the knees, ball three.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a good-looking pitch. 3-1. To you and I, it was a good-looking pitch.
Sure was.
And ball four is inside, and now the bases are loaded. Don't like this scenario with the cleanup hitter coming up. Martinez has a single and four trips. There are two outs in the inning.
Well, and we need to get this one going, because that rain is almost here.
Baranek pitching out of the stretch, misses outside, ball one. There is a strike at the knees, 1-1. Graduation folks have all vacated the parking lot. So we've got a bunch of new graduates. 3 different graduation exercises this weekend.
And I see some folks heading back under the roof here, so I think those the sprinkling might be getting closer.
Ball two is high. 2-1 to Martinez. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the pitch. Hit in the air. That one is going to be playable. Cale Vincent over near the line. He's got it. And the inning is over. So Martinez pops out with the bases loaded. And in the 8th inning, no runs, 2 hits, and 3 men left on base. So Baranek does a good job, gets out of there, and the Raiders maintain the lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Middle Tennessee 8, Sam Houston 5. You're on the Blue Raider Network. From Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
The new pitcher in for Sam Houston to start the 8th inning is a right-hander. Number 47 is Connor Monday, 6'2", 180, a freshman. He's out of League City, Texas.
Making his 14th appearance, his 12th in relief. He's thrown 15 2/3 innings, given up 19 runs, 17 of them earned on 20 hits, 9 walks, 11 strikeouts. He's got a 9.77 ERA and an 0-4 record. Opponents hitting .313 against Monday. Raiders need to just go out there and have a fairly quick inning, then come back and get 3 outs and
beat the rain and the Bearcats, huh?
That is right. That's what we need to do.
Minnick, Bondolan, and Badalak here in the 8th inning.
Wouldn't mind seeing another couple of runs.
Pitch to Minnick is outside, ball 1. Well, Tyler's 2 hits and a ground ball have driven in 4 runs today for the Raiders. A 2-run homer in the first got us started. Pitch is low, ball 2, 2-0.
Final numbers on Tate Hickman. He goes an inning and a third, gives up 2 runs, both earned on a hit, a walk, and a strikeout.
And that hit was a home run by Eston Snyder. Pitch is swung on, hit to center field. That sends Blackman back, way back. And it's off the wall. Minnick is coming to second. He's got a stand-up double. That one almost got out of here to dead center, John.
It came up about, a foot short, hit the wall just to the left of the 3 and the 395 that is aligned vertically in dead center field.
So with nobody out, Minnick is at second with his 3rd hit, and the batter will be Brett Bondolan. He had what I think was the key hit for the Raiders in the 6th inning when they scored 3. Fouled off a lot of pitches and then came through with a base hit. And there's another hit up the middle. Minnick rounding 3rd. They will hold him as the throw comes in. Bondolan with his 2nd straight hit. Sharp single. Didn't waste any time, did he?
He did not.
Went after that first pitch. So runners will be at 1st and 3rd with no outs. And the batter is Clay Badalak. And the freshman, Connor Monday, all of a sudden in a pickle here in the 8th inning. 1st and 3rd, no outs. Badalak swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1.
Here's an umbrella up.
And the pitch. Ground ball left side. It's through, a base hit, and another run is in. 3 straight hits to open the 8th inning. And there's your run, John, that you were asking for. It is now 9-5. Third hit, first run off Monday. And the batter is Cale Benson.
And that's going to get a mound visit. He's already called for a new pitcher.
So we've got a pitching change coming up for the Bearcats. We'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher when we come back on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
New pitcher is Garrett Bauman. He is a 6-footer, 195, a junior from Poth, Texas, and from junior college at Temple College.
Making his 18th appearance, all but 2 of them in relief. He's thrown 30 innings, given up 54 runs, 51 of them earned on 52 hits, 21 walks, 21 strikeouts, a 15.30 ERA, a 2-1 record. Opponents hitting .388. He's given up 9 doubles, 3 triples, 13 home runs. He's thrown 8 wild pitches, hit 7 batters.
Has he gotten any outs in between all those?
Well, he's gotten enough outs to get 30 innings. So that means he's gotten, 90 outs.
I'm being facetious, John. You
Well,
know me.
I do.
So Cale Benson will get the honor.
And like the typical straight man, I just fall right into it, right?
Benson shows bunt, and the
He
pitch
hit
hit
him.
him in the back. Or did it? I thought it did.
I thought he did. Apparently, whoa.
I think they say it hit the bat. Raiders have a run in here in the 8th inning.
And I'd say.
So it did hit the bat, apparently.
Okay.
There's a strike up on the board.
Okay.
Benson was the first batter to face Hickman when he came in. Now he's the first batter to face Bauman.
Showing bunt.
Takes the pitch high.
Pulled it back.
1-1. First and second, no outs.
I think,
bunt the ball.
Yeah.
There it is. It's a good one. Pitcher picks it up. He's going to go to third and get the out there. So that'll be a force play. Might have bunted it a bit too hard.
Mm-hmm. And a bit too close to the pitcher.
Yep.
He was able to get to that without a whole lot of trouble.
That'll be a fielder's choice. Runners at first and second, 1 out, and the batter is Keaton Ray.
He really needed to make the third baseman make the play.
And the pitch. inside, ball one. A little giddy up on that one at 92.
That's as fast as we've seen all day.
And the pitch to Ray is outside, ball two, 2-0.
Hayden Miller on deck.
Raiders have added a run here in the eighth. They lead 9-5. Pitch is swung on, hit in the gap into left center. That's down.
To the
One
wall.
run will score. They're going to wave the second runner home. And Keaton Ray has a stand-up double. And 2 more runs will score.
That ball got to the wall.
See, that scores Badalak.
And Vinson.
And Cale Vinson. 2 RBI double for Keaton Ray. So one of those runs will belong to Ballman and the other one to Monday. And it's now 11-5. The batter is Hayden Miller, swings and misses at the first pitch, strike one.
Actually, all 3 of them will be charged to Monday.
Here's the pitch, and that's a strike. 0-2.
Because the fielder's choice, that runner that was thrown out at because the runner was thrown at third on the fielder's choice, that Vinson became Monday's responsibility. That's one of those strange things about scorekeeping.
1-2 the count. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. Well, there's your golden sombrero, John.
Well, I suspect that's not one that Hayden Miller wanted.
He struck out 4 times in the game. So 2 outs. The runner at second, and the batter's Cooper Clapp. Cooper has a single and walked and scored in that 7th inning. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Swing and a foul. Count will go to 0-2. So it's going to be up to Baranek to get 3 outs in the 9th inning. Count is 2 strikes to Clapp. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. That double by Keaton Ray was his only hit in the game, but it drove in a pair. Pitch is high, ball 2, 2-2.
Have another final in Conference USA down in Jacksonville. Alabama, Jacksonville State 4, Louisiana Tech 0.
And the pitch, 2-2, misses outside, ball 3.
They got a wild one going in Miami. FIU 10, Liberty 3, and they're going to the top of the 7th.
Foul is going to be out of play to the left. Count holds at 3-2.
Had a wild one going in Las Cruces, too.
Oh, that's no surprise.
Top of 4, Western Kentucky on top 8-1.
There's another foul out of play. Kids are scrambling after that ball. 3-2. And the pitch to the plate is swung on and missed. And that will retire the side here in the 8th. But the Raiders come up with 3 runs on 4 hits. And 1 man left on base. So we'll go to the 9th. It is Middle Tennessee 11 and Sam Houston 5. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
We go to the 9th inning. Raiders leading 11-5. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to Middle Tennessee Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Ryan Brandon, the Bearcat third baseman, leads it off. He's got 3 hits today. 3 hits, and he's hit into a double play. Bryant Baranek trying to get those 3 outs here in the 9th. Takes the first pitch up high for ball 1. And ball 2 misses. 2-0. And ball 3 is outside. So the last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff man in the 9th inning with a big lead.
Yes.
And there's a strike call, 3-1 to Frandon. He'll be followed by Lee and then Blackman. Ball 4 is high, and he walked him. Leadoff walk. So with nobody out, the batter is Sam Lee. Has a single in 3 trips, plus a sacrifice fly. So he drove in a run in the 7th inning with that fly ball.
Got a couple of right-handers on the Raider bullpen.
Strike called.
Starting to do a little bit of throwing.
And Baranek with the pitch. Swung on, hit to center. Snyder coming in a few steps. He's got it. That's out number 1. One out.
You know that Coach Myers doesn't want to have to use either one of those guys in the bullpen today because he's going to need them tomorrow.
So here's Blackman, who is 0 for 3 with a walk. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch. This is ball 1.
Got Ollie Akins and Will Jenkins both throwing. They're ready, or will be ready. Could be ready.
Pitch is high, ball 2-0.
Wouldn't be surprised if one of those guys, if he doesn't have to pitch today, doesn't start tomorrow.
There's a strike call, 2-1 to Blackman.
How about a double play ball? Just get this over with.
Showed bunt, took the pitch outside, ball 3. Well, we're hoping that Drew Horn will be able to go tomorrow, but we don't know what his status is.
Well, last week he was in the lineup until he wasn't.
There's a little ball pop out and caught by Badalak, throws to first. The runner gets back. He bunted, and Badalak charged it and caught it about halfway to home plate.
And about 6 inches off the ground.
Yeah, that's out number 2.
All right.
And the batter is Nottleman.
Nottleman came in to replace the original DH when the Raiders went to a right-handed reliever back in the 4th.
Which is a strike call, 0-1. Leadoff walk. That runner still at first base with 2 outs now. And a low for a ball, 1-1. Right-hander comes set. And a ball hit fair down the left field line.
That's probably going to score a run.
As Keaton Ray gets it up, the throw to the plate is going to be late, and it is now 11-6. Brandon scored all the way from first. Of course, he was running with 2 outs. So Nottleman with an RBI double. That's the first hit off Baranek. And of course, that run is charged to him.
And that gets a visit to the mound.
2 outs and a runner at second. Trying to get that 27th out, John.
Well, you got a 5-run lead. I think that's what's being explained to Brian Baranek right now. You've got a 5-run lead. You got a 156 hitter at the plate. Throw strikes. Let your defense work.
That 156 hitter swung the bat pretty good today.
Boy, he has hit the he's only 1 for 3 with a walk, but he has hit the ball hard.
So runner at second, 2 outs, 11-6 the score. First pitch, over but low, ball 1. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. And that one's right in for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Easton Dean, freshman catcher, left-handed hitter. Baranek with a 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Pitch is outside. The runner does not go because the ball was picked up by Minnick fairly quickly, and he was over on the left third base side.
Well, he doesn't mean anything more at third base than he does at second. And at this point, Sam Houston needs base runners, so you're not going to make that last out at third base.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Ball 4. So now runners at first and second with 2 outs, and the batter will be Christensen. He'll be up for the 6th time, has a double and a single, has struck out twice and flied out. Brannick's pitch, that one is a little bit low, ball 1.
You'd think Kristen's going to make him throw a strike first. There we
did.
go.
1-1.
All right.
Runners first and second, 2 outs in the 9th. Raiders leading 11-6. Breaking ball in for a strike. 1-2.
Down to the last strike now.
Brannick steps off. That interrupts the staccato clapping by the fans. Yeah, they'll crank it back up.
Small but loud, enthusiastic crowd. There we go.
Strike 3 swinging. And the ball game is over. Raiders win it by a score of 11-6. 1 run in the inning on 1 hit and 2 left. So the Raiders take the first 2 games, and John will have won the series.
Which will be our first one this year, right?
I think it will. It's Sam Houston. Well, you know, time about's fair play. Sam Houston swept us last year in Texas and then beat us in the tournament. Raiders got their first win against the Bearcats yesterday. They win it here 11-6. Stay with us for our post-game show. John will be down on the field as he'll talk with Coach Myers and get some comments from him going into the Sunday finale of this series. So Raiders win it 11-6. We'll be back with our post-game show next on the Blue Raider Network. Ron Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290. Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap the action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Fraley, attorney at law, and by Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. Let's head to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
And welcome back in as the Raiders have knocked off Sam Houston for the second day in a row. 11-6 the final score today. And the final line score for Middle Tennessee, 11 runs, 15 hits. They committed one error and left 10 men on base. For Sam Houston, 6 runs, 12 hits. They committed one error and left 13 men on base. The winning pitcher will be Cole Torbett. His record now 2-4. And Marthel Johnny, the second pitcher for Sam Houston, takes the loss. He is 2-3. And Bryant Baranek will get a save. That'll be his second of the year. The Raiders now 22-28, 7-16 in the league. Sam Houston now 12-38. They are 6-17 in conference play. John is down on the field, and Coach Jerry Myers alongside, and we're going to send it down to field level. John?
Field with Coach Jerry Myers. Big win for the Raiders today.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to get the series win, and, we did it with a lot of contributions from a lot of different guys. Tried to make their starter work. He was one of their more consistent guys, and we got some off him early, but they tied it up, and then we did a good job of getting the lead back and tacking on some there at the end. So, every at-bat was important, and, they get something going in the ninth. You'd like to have a 5 or 6 run lead as opposed to a 1 or 2 run lead.
Absolutely. And you beat the rain.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to hopefully get the tarp on tonight and see if we have to possibly change game time tomorrow. I have to look at the hour by hour, but do everything we can to get tomorrow's game in, even if we have to go a little bit earlier.
And Cole Torbett, nice job from him.
For the most part, Cole came in through strikes and kind of bridged the gap a little bit. In Bimbo, same thing. He started out a little shaky, but then settled in and got his inning. Gave up the homer, but gave us a few outs there to get the ball to Torbett and see how deep we could get. And then Bryant's been throwing the ball pretty decent, and so we were able to give it to him and threw enough strikes for us. A couple borderline pitches we didn't get, but he closed it out well and stayed aggressive.
Well, I can feel the rain starting, so we'll take it back up to you, Dick.
All right, thank you, John. Thanks, Coach Myers, for his comments down below, and we'll get John in out of the rain. But we don't want him to melt as the Raiders win this game by a score of 11-6. 11-15-1 for the Raiders, 6-12-1 for the Bearcats. The Raiders starter Colin Kerrigan went 3 innings, allowed 3 runs, all earned on 5 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Mbembo goes an inning and 2/3, gives up a run on 2 hits. Cole Torbett, who got the win, goes 2 2/3, gives up 1 run on 4 hits. And Baranek, who got the save, goes an inning and 2/3, gives up 1 run and 1 hit. Raider pitchers were able to strike out 9 in the game and gave up 8 bases on balls. So 11-6, the final. The Raiders move ahead of the Bearcats by 1 game in the standings, and we'll have to wait and see the results of the other games today to see where the Raiders stand as far as the league is concerned. Ryan Peterson, the starter for Sam Houston, pitched well, but his pitch count got up to near 90. He went 5 innings, allowed 3 runs, 2 earned on 6 hits, had 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. Time of the game was 3 hours and 24 minutes, and we'll do it again tomorrow. As you heard Coach say, there could be a change in the game time. So just stay with your social media and keep your ears open and your eyes open for that. We will say that 1 o'clock is the scheduled time, so we will be on the air at 12:45 with our pregame show. That's going to wrap it up for us here. I'm up in the booth. For John Callow, our studio producer has been Connor Haynes, and this is Dick Palmer. Thank you so much for joining us, and wishing you a good evening from the ballpark.
Thanks for listening to today's Middle Tennessee State University baseball game. Today's game has been produced by Van Wagner College through the facilities of WGNS Radio. The content of today's game is owned by Van Wagner College and the Blue Raider Network and may not be reproduced without express written permission of Middle Tennessee State University and Van Wagner College. Be sure to join us next time for more Middle Tennessee baseball here on the Blue Raider Network.